Okay, in this video we are going to be fixing a Mansfield toilet, and if you have a Mansfield toilet and you have a situation, a system that looks like this, I'm going to bring this back into the picture. This is the canister that goes up and down, and this bottom part here seals around a pink ring, a pink gasket, which I'm going to be showing you here in a second. And you get this canister that I just showed you off by unscrewing this. Okay, so when you lift the tank off and turn the water off to your toilet, and then, which is pretty simple, it's generally off to the left side or whatever when you're facing the toilet like I am. Well, it's hard to do this with your, had it upside down, that's why. Make sure the threads are going in the right direction. But this is the little piece that holds, this screws on, okay? So your canister would slide over. Obviously, I've already taken this apart. And down here at the bottom, I'm going to kind of try to zoom in here, but down at the bottom is where that pink gasket, if you can see where my finger is going around, that pink gasket sets in that first groove, all right? There's kind of two grooves there, but make sure it just sets in that first groove. And I'll show you this once I get that thing back on there. And then again, this part goes face down and seals, and that's what holds the water inside of your toilet. But this little cap here is what you would take off, and that holds this canister in place. All right. So I'm going to stop this part of the video, and then I'll show you what the gasket looks like. It literally cost me like $2 at Home Depot. So this is the bad gasket. So this is the one that I'm taking out of the toilet here. So this is the bad gasket, and looks like this video might be upside down, but anyway. So this is the bad gasket. It's the one that's coming out of the toilet, and it's just, it's been in here for, this house was built in 2000. This is 2019. So this gasket has probably been in there for close to, for like 18, 19 years. So it's definitely time to replace it. Okay, so this is the gasket that I purchased to replace the one that's in there. This should be the right one. I'm going to zoom in here so you guys can see the part number, and I'll flip it back over. You can get the SKU on here, and so there's the SKU, and it was $2. It was basically a $2 part. So hopefully you guys can see the SKU on there. And again, this is for the Mansfield toilets. And there is the name right here at the bottom, and I've already taken the canister off. I've already pulled that little ring back, and so now I'm going to be dropping that gasket back in there and putting this thing back together, and it should work. Okay, so now you can see here where that little gasket went. And again, we're talking about a Mansfield toilet. This is a canister type toilet. So if your toilet looks like this, I found several videos online on the Kohler toilets, the Kohler canister toilets, but I couldn't find anything on the Mansfield. So it's part of the reason why I wanted to create this video for you guys, so you guys can see how to do this. And now I'm going to try one-handed to kind of put this thing back together as best I can. So here's the canister. Again, this part here sets straight down on top of that gasket, and the gasket just goes in that very first groove. And I had to work it with both hands to get that gasket to sit in there properly. So it doesn't just sit; there's a kind of a groove, an indentation there, indentation, and you have to get that inside of that gasket to fit. Kind of think about it like a tire and a rim. So the tire is in this case, the example is the red gasket. The rim, if you will, if you think about putting a bicycle tire, a car tire, motorcycle tire, whatever, over a rim, you have to get it over that rim, and that's basically what you have to do there. All right, so now I'm going to drop the canister back over here. Again, I'm going to try to do all this stuff one-handed, so it might be a little awkward. And then you have to make sure that you get your flush mechanism here. This arm has to go through this so that the toilet can flush. So I may have to pause the video or come back here But that's going to be probably one of the trickier parts over here, since I'm trying to do this thing one-handed while I'm, let's see if I can make it work. There we go. Hey, one-handed. All right, so that just drops on top of there, and then we're going to come back with this threaded nut, if you will. It goes on the top, so put that in there. Again, we've got the arm going in there, so when you flush the toilet, it'll lift that up. This hose, you have to wiggle that out, but this is your fill hose, okay, that goes in the top there. So you just, when you're taking this thing apart, just kind of pull it out, and it goes on top of that nut, and that should do the trick. And you can see here at the bottom, I'm just going to lift this up before I turn the water back on, but when you lift it up, see, you can see where that's the seal at the bottom where it holds the water in place. But what had happened is, on mine, this pink gasket had just over time just gotten to where, you know, whether it's the plasticizers or whatever, the rubber had just broken down, the plasticizers had leached out, whatever it was, and that thing was when the canister lifted up, the gasket was no longer setting over that rim, setting in the groove, and it was floating around, and it wasn't sealing anymore. So when the canister came back down, this thing was allowing water to continue to leak, and so the toilet was never completely off. It was constantly, you know, replenishing itself. You could hear the water kick on, and kick off for a few seconds, kick back on, and obviously you're going to waste a lot of water, but it's also really annoying to have that thing constantly running. So I'm going to try to reach down here while I'm still talking to you guys, turn the water on, and see if this thing fills up like it should and holds water. Looks like it's working. So you can see the float there coming up, and it'll shut off once it fills up. And it's pretty simple. I mean, anybody can do this. So hopefully this video has helped you guys out. If the video helped you out, please give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you enjoy real estate, if you enjoy anything related to. Boom, done. And you can hear here, guys, it's not leaking. So, and then when you lift that up, and there you see the gasket is staying in place. The canister fell back down, and looks like we have a successful do-it-yourself project. And again, this fix here was literally $2, no joke. So very inexpensive, and it didn't take me all that much time here. As you can see, you guys were with me pretty much through the whole process. It was fairly simple, just a matter of figuring out what the problem was and then figuring out how to fix it. So thanks for watching, and again, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys. Alright, and just so you guys know, I wasn't kidding about the price of the item there. You can see it's $1.98. That's for the gasket, and that is the part that I used to repair that toilet that you guys just watched me repair. So again, this was for a Mansfield toilet. It was a Home Depot part, $1.98 excluding taxes. So very inexpensive fix, and didn't take me all that long. The hardest part was just figuring out what to do and what I needed. So hopefully the video helps you guys out. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.